Hi and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Carly and I share about my life as a stay-at-home mom to a 1-year-old son named Leo. Yes, Leo is almost 1. His birthday is this week. I have no words. I cannot believe my baby's going to be 1. But I wanted to share about some of the products and things that we are loving for this age. These are things that we've been reaching for and loving and using a lot. First is our Munchkin weighted straw cup. This is the cup. You can see that the straw has a little weight at the bottom. What's great about it is that when he tilts the cup around, the straw follows so he can always get his water out. I always keep this in arm's reach of him so he can get it whenever he needs. And now that he's been drinking whole milk as I'm weaning him from breastfeeding, he's also been drinking his milk out of one of these. These things are really handy. They're like $6, and it did take a little bit of work to teach him how to drink out of it, but he's figured it out, and I think these are great. I'll be linking all of these products in the description box below. The next thing is a little bit more of a controversial one. It is prepackaged toddler / baby food. So for us, it's really these puffs, pouches, and these rice rusks. Especially with the pouches, we really try not to rely on these. The reason that we have them around is for travel and for special circumstances. We are getting on a plane this week, so I bought a couple of them to have for the flight. They're really handy because it's easy and I don't have to think about what he's going to eat. You'll just want to read some labels because some of them tend to have a lot of added sugar. I like to stick with the ones that are just plain fruit purees. These are, the Parents' Choice brand is the Walmart brand, so you get those from Walmart. I like to use these as like a base to deliver like yogurt or peanut butter or other things like that, and it gives him a break from toast. These things are great. They come in a couple of different flavors and honestly they taste pretty good. And puffs are so great. They help keep him distracted when I need him to be distracted. They help keep him calm during church. I'll just keep these in my bag and give them to him whenever we need them. Next are these little reusable towels. So they came labeled as reusable paper towels. They're about this size. I love them for cleaning Leo up after naps. So I'll get one half of it wet, the other half of it I'll leave dry. And these are really helpful for cleaning him up and kind of cleaning up the area after he eats. We'll wipe down all the sticky, gross food with the wet side and then clear him off with the dry side. This is like the full size here. I think this size is about perfect for making sure he gets clean. I think they were like $5 for 10 or something like that at Walmart, but I'm sure that there's a ton of them that you can find other places. The next thing that we are loving is Leo's Lovey. This is what it looks like. It's the same Our Lady of Guadalupe pattern that we have on a swaddle blanket from Be a Heart Design. This one might be a little bit controversial as well because I think safe sleep regulations suggest that you don't put anything in the kid's crib until they're 12 months old, but we introduced it to him at about 10 and a half, 11 months. We'll wait for this car, because I didn't really think that there was going to be that much of a difference between 11 months and 12 months. So we went ahead and introduced it to him. And the point of this security blanket is to help him sleep. Recently, he was taking pretty short naps. He had taken longer naps before, and then I think he was just having trouble chaining his sleep cycles. So the great thing about this is as long as he's close to it, he can grab it. It kind of helps him go back to sleep. The idea too is to help him sleep in unfamiliar situations. So if we're trying to get him to sleep in the stroller or on the plane, if we have this, then he's going to remember, okay, this is for sleep. It lives in his crib, so it really is just for sleep. We do keep the swaddle blanket version of it handy though. I literally just reach for that off of his toys. That way he can drag this around us to his heart's content, but we leave the little security blanket sized one for naps and night sleep only. You can even see he's in his crib napping, and there's the blanket. It's right there for him. Next is board books, but more specifically Lift the Flap books and Touch and Feel books. So board books have been great. Leo loves not only to have them read to him, but he's kind of into pulling books off of bookshelves right now. So we have a whole bookshelf of board books for him to pull and play with. He's also learned how to turn pages, so that's really fun for him. After learning how to turn pages, he learned how to lift flaps. So we have a couple of books like this that are Lift the Flap books. The flaps are nice and like grabbable. There's like a little lip here and it's easy for him to get his little finger in there. So he loves Lift the Flap books because he likes to lift his own flaps. So those have been a lot more fun for him than most of his other board books. And then also Touch and Feel books. He's kind of learned how to feel something. He knows what to look for to feel the fun part. So Touch and Feel and Lift the Flap books have been his particular favorites of board books, but pretty much all of his board books he's been loving playing with. The next thing we've been loving is our push walker. I'm not gonna hold it up because it's giant and it won't fit in the frame, but Leo loves it. If you watched my Thrift With Me video that I did last week, I was like kind of iffy on getting him that particular push walker because it's just busy, and I would prefer to have one that's less busy, but I'm so glad I got it for him. He was pushing his high chair all around the house, and so finally I was like, I should just get him a push walker. It's not fair to him for me to make him wait until I can get a pretty push walker to give him a push walker. So he's been loving it. It's been one of his most played with things. He'll push it all around the house. He's starting to figure out how to steer a little bit. think he's like physically capable of walking. He's getting close, but he hasn't decided that he wants to yet. So the push walker is good for kind of helping him get his feet under him, get used to the sensations, and he's been loving it a lot. And the last thing that I have been loving for the 12-month age is my Wild Bird double ring sling. So this is my sling. If you're not familiar with ring slings, it's essentially a big length of linen fabric. It's actually a double layer, so there's 2 layers of linen sewn together for extra support and strength, and you kind of carry the baby over your shoulder and you help keep it tight with 2 rings. I am a big ring sling fan. I have been for pretty much all of Leo's life. They do take some getting used to, but I have loved them, and I've had a couple of different types of ring slings, but right now I'm loving the double because the double layer of fabric is more supportive for a heavier baby. I do think the double is a little bit trickier to use because there is just more fabric going through the rings than there is when you're working with a single layer of fabric, but the support is really worth it. I keep it in the diaper bag. I actually have a home sling and a diaper bag sling, but I do keep this one in the diaper bag because it's so nice to have in case of an emergency need to be carried. So I love having this around. I use this probably daily, if not more. It's also nice. Sometimes he can just be really clingy, but I need to get stuff done around the house. This age is pretty common for separation anxiety. So if I need to get something done but he wants to be held, this is an easy way for me to pick him up and have my hands free at the same time. So those are the things that we've been loving for this age range. There's a ton of things that I could have said, but those are the ones that I find myself reaching for the most frequently and using the most consistently. If you have a child, leave a comment and let me know how old they are and what some of your favorite products are that you are using for them. Also, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I post twice a week about motherhood and our adventures. I would love to have you join. So please hit that subscribe button to keep up with my videos. Also, please give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.